Our oceans face a silent threat: ghost fishing and plastic pollution. These issues are not just eyesores, they are deadly hazards to marine life and ecosystems. Discarded fishing gear, lost or abandoned at sea, traps and kills marine life. This gear, often referred to as ghost gear, continues to catch fish and other marine animals long after it has been lost. This ghost gear includes nets, lines, traps, and pots, which are designed to be durable and effective. Unfortunately, their durability means they can persist in the ocean for many years. Often made of durable plastics that persist for centuries, these materials do not biodegrade easily. Instead, they break down into smaller and smaller pieces, but never truly disappear. These materials entangle marine animals, restrict their movement, and lead to their demise. Sea turtles, dolphins, and even whales can become victims of this deadly debris. Imagine a lost fishing net drifting through the ocean, trapping fish, turtles, and other marine creatures. This net becomes a floating death trap, ensnaring anything in its path. These animals become entangled, unable to escape, and eventually die from starvation, suffocation, or predation. The suffering is immense and often goes unnoticed beneath the waves. This cycle of death disrupts entire ecosystems. Coral reefs, which are already under threat from climate change, suffer further damage from ghost gear. Plastic debris breaks down into microplastics ingested by marine organisms entering the food chain. These tiny particles can carry toxins which accumulate in the bodies of fish and other sea creatures. The urgency to address this crisis cannot be overstated. Immediate action is needed to prevent further harm and to start the long process of healing our oceans. By working together, we can protect our oceans and the incredible diversity of life they support. Through concerted efforts, we can ensure a healthier future for our planet and all its inhabitants. While visible plastic debris garners attention, the problem runs much deeper than what meets the eye. Invisible pollution plagues our oceans, with microplastics infiltrating the water column and affecting marine life at every level. Discarded fishing gear sinks to the seabed, becoming a hidden threat. These nets, often called ghost nets, continue to ensnare marine creatures long after they've been abandoned. These lost nets, lines, and traps continue to ghost fish, trapping marine animals and causing untold suffering and death. Nylon, a common material in fishing gear, can take up to 600 years to degrade, persisting in the environment for centuries. Unlike floating debris, ghost gear on the seabed is difficult to locate and retrieve, making it a persistent problem. Researchers are exploring biodegradable materials in fishing gear to reduce long-term impact. These innovative solutions aim to minimize the environmental footprint of fishing activities. Advances in underwater robotics enable more efficient retrieval of lost gear, offering hope for cleaner oceans. These technologies are crucial in the fight against ocean pollution. Marine plastic pollution extends beyond visible debris. It's a pervasive issue that affects even the most remote parts of our oceans. Discarded fishing gear breaks down into microplastics, posing a threat to marine ecosystems and human health. These nets, often called ghost nets, continue to trap and kill marine life long after they've been abandoned. These tiny particles are ingested by marine organisms, with devastating consequences. Fish, turtles, and even whales mistake them for food, leading to severe health issues. Microplastics can accumulate in animals, leading to starvation and internal injuries. Over time, these particles can cause blockages and even death. They act as vectors for harmful chemicals entering the food chain. These chemicals can include pesticides, heavy metals, and other pollutants that adhere to the plastic particles. Larger predators consume contaminated prey, posing risks to human health. When humans eat seafood, they too can ingest these harmful microplastics and chemicals. The long-term impacts of microplastic pollution are still being investigated. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand the full extent of the damage and find solutions. Addressing this issue requires reducing plastic use and improving waste management. Community efforts and global policies are essential to mitigate this growing problem and protect our oceans for future generations. The Desolve project offers innovative solutions to combat discarded fishing gear. This initiative focuses on developing biodegradable alternatives to traditional fishing gear. Traditional gear, made from durable plastics, persists for centuries, trapping marine life. The project is developing biodegradable materials that break down naturally in the ocean. By providing sustainable options, the Desolve project aims to reduce the environmental footprint of fishing. This initiative offers a practical solution to protect marine life and preserve our planet. The Desolve project proposes a four-step plan to combat plastic pollution. The first step focuses on research and development of biodegradable fishing gear. The second step emphasizes simplifying gear design for easier recycling. The third step involves scaling up industrial production of biodegradable solutions. Collaborating with manufacturers ensures widespread availability and affordability. The fourth step ensures all materials used are fully recyclable. Developing efficient recycling processes prevents materials from re-entering the environment. This comprehensive plan addresses the global challenge of plastic pollution. The quest for sustainable solutions to combat ocean plastic pollution is ongoing. The Desolve project is developing biodegradable alternatives to traditional fishing gear. Biodegradable fishing nets have shown promising results. Biodegradable long lines offer a viable alternative without compromising functionality. These lines degrade within a few years, leaving no harmful microplastics. Challenges remain in developing durable materials for bottom trawling and Danish seining. Researchers are exploring cheaper alternatives to make sustainable options more accessible. The journey towards sustainable solutions continues with significant progress. The fight against ocean plastic pollution demands a united global effort. International collaboration is essential to address this complex issue. The Desolve project exemplifies the power of international collaboration. Partners from various countries harness expertise and resources to foster innovation. By pooling knowledge and coordinating efforts, international collaboration amplifies impact. Consistent standards for biodegradable materials and waste management practices are crucial. Working together, we can create a healthier planet for all. The Norwegian Directorate of Fisheries demonstrates proactive action against ocean plastic pollution. Their annual voyages recover lost nets and fishing gear. Specialized vessels and divers target areas with high gear loss. In 2022, they recovered 40 kilometers of Danish seine rope. Recovered materials are analyzed to gather data on gear loss hotspots. The Directorate promotes responsible fishing practices and proper disposal. Their efforts prevent gear loss and protect marine ecosystems. The Norwegian Directorate of Fisheries serves as a model for proactive action and collaboration.